Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today we're diving deep into the exciting world of wheat pennies con potentially huge in value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, you'll want to stick around as we reveal the top 5 most valuable coins, based on rare dates, unique mint marks, and high-demand conditions that make these tiny treasures worth big money in the collector's market today. Let's explore the hidden gems that could be sitting in your old coin jar right now. Let's get started. First up, the 1939 wheat penny. You might have seen one lying around in a family coin jar or maybe even in your own collection, but did you know that even in fine condition, the 1939 wheat penny could have surprising value? Whether you're a beginner or an experienced collector, this video will break down everything you need to know: its history, unique features, rarity in lower conditions, and what it could sell for at auction today. Let's get started. The 1939 wheat penny is part of the famous Lincoln Wheat Cent series, which ran from 1909 to 1958. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this penny features the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and 2 stalks of wheat on the reverse, symbolizing prosperity. 1939 was a year nestled between the Great Depression and World War II, an important time in American history. During this period, the U.S. Mint produced over 300 million wheat pennies, spread across 3 facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Though the coin was mass-produced, not all examples have survived the decades in good condition. What makes the 1939 wheat penny stand out among its peers isn't a dramatic design shift, it's the small but important details. On the obverse, we see a right-facing Lincoln, the word Liberty to his left, and the date 1939 on the right. Coins struck at the Denver or San Francisco Mint also include a small D or S mint mark just below the date. The reverse holds the words 1 cent and United States of America in bold letters, flanked by 2 wheat stalks. Above that is the classic motto, E pluribus unum. These small details help collectors identify genuine coins and assess their condition and rarity. While the 1939 wheat penny isn't considered rare in the grand scheme of U.S. coinage, its condition plays a massive role in determining value. In fine condition, the coin still holds some definition in Lincoln's hair and coat, and the wheat lines on the reverse may still be partially visible. However, coins in heavily circulated or damaged condition, those with corrosion, heavy scratches, or environmental wear, tend to lose most of their numismatic value. That said, even damaged coins are still sought after by beginners looking to complete a basic set of Lincoln cents. The demand remains steady, especially for well-preserved examples with legible dates and mint marks. So, what's the 1939 wheat penny actually worth in fine condition? The answer depends on the mint mark. As of recent market data at auctions or in coin shops, especially if the coin is part of a matched statement set, prices can be higher. Premiums are also added for coins with strong original surfaces and eye appeal, even in fine grade. If you're looking to add a 1939 wheat penny to your collection, here are a few quick tips. Examine the details even in fine condition. Look for clear date digits and decent wheat stalks. Avoid cleaned coins; cleaning lowers value. Natural patina is preferred. Buy from reputable sources. Trusted dealers or graded coins from PCGS/NGC are ideal. Building a complete Lincoln Cent collection, even with circulated coins, can be a rewarding and educational journey. The 1939 wheat penny might not make you rich overnight, but it's a valuable piece of American history, especially for those who cherish the legacy of Lincoln cents. In fine condition, these coins remain affordable yet collectible, making them a perfect starting point for new hobbyists and a nostalgic addition for seasoned collectors. So, the next time you come across an old penny, take a second look. It might be one of these historical gems. Next up, the 1942 Lincoln wheat penny, specifically in fine circulated condition. You might think an old penny isn't worth much, but the truth might surprise you. While not incredibly rare, this wartime-era coin holds value both historically and in the collector market. Whether you're new to coin collecting or looking to understand the potential value of that 1942 penny you found in your drawer, this video will walk you through its history, unique features, rarity, and how much it could be worth in US dollars today. Let's jump in. The 1942 wheat penny was minted during a pivotal moment in world history, World War II. At that time, the United States was gearing up for its full involvement in the war. While the coin itself remained unchanged in terms of design and composition from previous years, it holds historical importance due to its wartime context. The U.S. Mint struck over 950 million wheat pennies in 1942 from three facets: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. This was the last year before steel cents were introduced in 1943 to conserve copper for the war effort. Because of the high mintage, the 1942 penny isn't considered rare, but as always, condition and mint mark make a big difference. Like all Lincoln wheat cents minted between 1909 and 1958, the 1942 penny features Abraham Lincoln's right-facing profile on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner. The inscriptions include, "In God We Trust," above his head, "Liberty" to the left, and the date, 1942, to the right. If the coin was minted in Denver or San Francisco, you'll see a small D or S mint mark just below the date. The reverse side carries the famous wheat ears on each side, framing the bold text 1 cent and United States of America, with E pluribus unum at the top. These features remained consistent across all mints, though variations in strike quality can be found. Although the 1942 wheat penny was minted in large numbers, well-preserved circulated examples, especially in fine F12 condition, are still collectible today. In fine condition, the coin shows moderate where Lincoln's features are visible though worn, and the reverse wheat stalks are partly flattened but still identifiable. In damaged condition, such as coins with heavy scratches, corrosion, bends, or signs of cleaning, the collector value decreases significantly. Still, even these lower-grade coins are often used to fill gaps in coin albums and appeal to entry-level collectors who are building complete date and mint sets. Despite its high mintage, demand remains steady due to the coin's historical context and place in the popular Lincoln cent series. So, how much is a 1942 wheat penny in fine condition worth today? While it's not a rare coin, it does hold some market value depending on the mint mark. These are average retail prices. Coins sold at auction may fetch slightly more, especially if they have exceptional eye appeal or are part of a matched set. On online marketplaces like eBay or through coin dealers, you might also see small premiums depending on demand and market conditions. If you're interested in collecting wheat pennies, here are some practical tips to help you get the best value. Preserve original condition, avoid cleaning the coin. This reduces both value and collector interest. Look for errors, although rare. 1942 error coins such as double dies or off-center strikes can command significantly higher prices. Use a coin album. Keeping your collection organized helps track value and progress. Buy from trusted sources. Reputable dealers and certified coins from PCGS or NGC offer reliability for new collectors. Building a Lincoln cent set that includes all dates and mint marks is a common and rewarding goal for U.S. coin collectors, and the 1942 penny is a key piece of that puzzle. The 1942 wheat penny may not be a treasure worth thousands, but it's a coin full of historical significance and modest collector value, especially in fine circulated condition. It stands as a tangible connection to America's past, minted during the early days of World War II. Whether you find one in an old change jar or pick one up at a local coin show, this humble penny is a worthy addition to any collection. Next up, the 1945 Lincoln wheat penny with no mint mark, specifically in circulated condition. At first glance, it might just seem like another old penny, but there's more to this humble coin than meets the eye. We're going to explore its historical background, physical features, rarity in low-grade condition, and most importantly, its market value in dollars. So, if you found a 1945 penny in your change jar or inherited some old coins, stay tuned to learn whether it's worth keeping or even selling. The 1945 wheat penny was minted during a defining moment in world history, the final year of World War II. The war had a profound impact on global economies, industries, and even coin production. However, in 1945, the U.S. Mint continued producing the standard Lincoln wheat cent without major changes. That year, the Philadelphia Mint, denoted by no mint mark, produced over 1 billion wheat pennies, making it one of the highest mintages in the Lincoln cent series. Despite this massive output, Coins from this year hold great historical value as artifacts from a nation on the brink of post-war transition. For collectors, 1945 pennies represent a key part of the wartime coinage era. Like all Lincoln wheat cents struck between 1909 and 1958, the 1945 penny features President Abraham Lincoln's profile on the obverse. The design, by Victor David Brenner, includes the words, "In God We Trust," above Lincoln's head, "Liberty" to the left, and the year 1945 to the right. Importantly, coins minted in Philadelphia do not carry a mint mark under the date. This distinguishes them from the D and S mint varieties, which were produced in Denver and San Francisco, respectively. The reverse of the coin displays two stylized wheat stalks, one on each side of the central inscriptions, 1 cent and United States of America. Above the text is the Latin motto, E pluribus unum, meaning, out of many one. While the design didn't change in 1945, subtle variations in strike quality and condition give each coin its own personality and influence its value. With over 1 billion coins produced, the 1945 no-mint mark wheat penny is far from rare in general terms. However, most surviving examples are in circulated and worn condition, having passed through countless hands over the decades. In heavily circulated or damaged condition, the coin's numismatic value is often low, but not zero. Collectors who aim to build complete Lincoln cent sets still look for coins like this to fill the 1945 P slot in circulated condition. You can expect noticeable wear. Lincoln's hair and jawline are likely faded, and the reverse wheat stalks may appear flattened or barely visible. If the coin has additional damage like corrosion, scratches, or signs of cleaning, its market appeal is reduced. That said, even lower-grade coins can serve as placeholders in a collection and are often sought after by beginning collectors, educators, or history lovers who appreciate their wartime heritage. Now, let's talk money. How much is a 1945 no-mint mark wheat penny worth in circulated condition? While it's not a rare coin, it still has some collector and resale value depending on its appearance. In average circulated condition, a 1945 Philadelphia wheat penny typically sells for 5 cents to $0.15. Higher-end circulated examples, with better detail and natural patina, can go for 25 cents to $0.35. The damaged coins, or those with environmental wear, may still fetch around 2 cents to 5 cents, especially in bulk sales. Occasionally, coins with attractive toning, strong eye appeal, or as part of complete wartime penny sets can earn small premiums at coin shops or online auctions. Though it's not a coin that will make you rich, it can still hold more than face value, especially if you're selling in quantity or to a collector. If you're thinking about collecting or selling 1945 wheat pennies, here are a few key tips. Handle with care. Even circulated coins should be stored properly to avoid further damage. Don't clean your coin. Cleaning can scratch the surface and lower its value drastically. Use a magnifier. Examine the date and reverse closely for clarity, strike quality, or even rare die errors. Keep coins in holders or flips. This protects them from moisture and oxidation. Watch for errors. Rare variations like double dies or off-center strikes from 1945 can fetch much higher prices. Compare before you buy or sell. Check online marketplaces or recent auction results to gauge fair prices. A good strategy for new collectors is to gather examples of each mint mark and condition level for educational and personal enjoyment. The 1945 wheat penny without a mint mark is a widely available yet historically rich piece of American coinage. Though it won't fetch thousands at auction, its connection to World War II and its role in the enduring Lincoln cent series give it both sentimental and collectible value. In circulated condition, it may only be worth a few cents, but its true value lies in what it represents: resilience, history, and the thrill of coin collecting. Next up, the 1950 wheat penny with the D mint mark, specifically in fine condition. This humble copper coin from mid-20th century America is often overlooked, but for coin enthusiasts, even the smallest details can unlock big value. Whether you're a beginner collector or a seasoned numismatist, understanding the historical importance, rarity, and market value of the 1950 D wheat penny can give you an edge in spotting treasures hiding in plain sight. The 1950 D wheat penny was minted at the Denver Mint, which is signified by the small D mint mark just below the date. This coin is part of the Lincoln Wheat Cent series, which ran from 1909 to 1958 and features the iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. This series is beloved for its connection to American history and its long production run. By 1950, the United States was well into the post-World War II economic boom, and coin production was steadily increasing. Yet, despite being a high-mintage year, not all 1950 D pennies were preserved well, which makes finding one in collectible condition especially interesting. The 1950 D wheat penny is made from a composition of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, giving it that classic reddish-brown tone, though many coins have developed darker patinas over time. The obverse of the coin features Victor D. Brenner's well-known portrait of Abraham Lincoln, a design that had already been in use for over 40 years by that point. On the reverse, you'll find the famous wheat ears designed two stylized wheat stalks framing the words 1 cent and United States of America, along with the motto E pluribus unum at the top. The fine condition of these coins often means moderate wear, especially on Lincoln's jaw and coat, and some smoothing of the wheat stalk details, but enough detail remains to be collectible. In terms of mintage, over 334 million 1950 D wheat pennies were struck, making it a fairly common date overall. However, as with many older coins, the number of surviving examples in decent collectible condition, especially fine and above, drops significantly. When it comes to damaged or heavily circulated examples, the demand isn't high for investment-grade purposes, but casual collectors and hobbyists still find value in completing year-end mint sets. That said, coins with corrosion, holes, or serious bends will often be worth only face value or slightly above to bulk copper buyers. But even in fine condition where details are still visible and no major damage is present, there's modest but notable collector interest. Now, let's talk money. A 1950 D wheat penny in fine condition generally sells in the range of 20 cents to 50 cents USD. While that may not sound like a jackpot, it's still more than 20 to 50 times its face value. Prices can vary based on eye appeal, toning, and the seller's platform. Coins with richer copper color and fewer marks may push closer to the upper end of the price range. At auction, a bulk lot of fine to very fine 1950 D wheat cents might fetch more, especially if bundled with other dates. However, unless your coin is in mint state, MS 60 and above, or has an error, don't expect a huge windfall. That said, error coins from this year, such as off-center strikes or double dies, can skyrocket in value, with some fetching $20 to $100 or more, depending on rarity and severity. If you're collecting wheat pennies, the 1950 D is a solid addition to any year mint set. Look for coins that retain strong details on Lincoln's hair and the wheat stalks. Avoid examples with heavy scratches, discoloration, or corrosion unless you're buying in bulk for educational or resale purposes. It's also wise to use a magnifying glass or loupe to check for potential errors. Sometimes what looks like a normal penny may hide a valuable misstrike. Store your coins in a dry, acid-free holder to preserve their current condition, especially those with attractive original luster or rich toning. And remember, grading is key. Learn the difference between good, fine, very fine, and extremely fine conditions to make smart buying and selling decisions. To wrap things up, the 1950 D wheat penny in fine condition may not make you rich, but it certainly holds a place of value in the world of U.S. coin collecting. Its historical charm, design legacy, and modest market value make it an accessible and rewarding coin for beginners and dedicated hobbyists alike. Whether you found one in your pocket change or inherited it from a relative's collection, knowing its background and market value helps you appreciate the small yet fascinating world of coin collecting. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more insights into rare and valuable coins. Until next time, happy collecting!